Right, well, you're out again. Another rotated day off, so come for a walk out. We parked down at Mardale Head today. You see haweswater there behind us, looking a little bit low at the moment. But we've come up to this point now. We're going to head down here, cross over Mardale Beck, and go around that side and follow it down towards the rig. At this point here, you've got a couple of paths here. Pass up over towards Harter. This path here will take you up. You can follow the water there, see the streams and waterfalls up towards small water. But we're going to take this one, go down, cross over Mardale Beck like I say. So I'll fetch you back when we get a bit further down there. Seems to be a few people turning up now. Seems to be, it's only just after 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's still quite early for a Friday morning. It looks really nice up that way, so hopefully when we get round that corner there over the top of the rig we'll be able to get some decent views down over haweswater and see what we can get. As you can see, I've got my camera again, so I'll see if I can get any decent photos. Right, just crossing Mardale Beck now. See going down into the reservoir there. Really nice. You see this path here just on my right hand side. You take that path, it takes you up and round the corner a little bit, takes you up to Blue Water, which I've camped up there, wild camped up there with Stephen in the past. But we're going to take this path here to our right here and head up over towards the rig, which is that clump of trees on the end of the outcrop there. So we'll go over there and we're going to go around the corner. And then there's a few paths over there, a few options, so hopefully we get round there you'll be able to see, because there is a turning which takes us up. If we wanted to, we can go up over Rough Crag and up that way towards High Street, but that's not our target for today. I'm hoping to get up towards Kidsty, so hopefully get round this corner we'll be able to see. But it's a nice area. That pass there, I can't remember the name of it, I'll put on the screen now. It's a possible route I want a mountain bike, because there's a few passes further up over the top of like above Blue Water and stuff, fetches you round and over. So as we get further on I'll explain what I mean about options of this route. I don't know exactly know which way I'm going to come back down today. I've got two options, one which is Rough Crag. I've never walked it, so I'm interested in doing that. But two is go a bit further and walk over the tops of them and come back down somewhere around here. Maybe we'll go over Harter again and maybe come back down. Just to have a look at the paths for mountain biking, because I've never been to that side of it either. So when I get up there I'll decide which one I want to do. Right, we've got to be further around now. Part over here is the rig. Head out over the stile in the corner and head down through the trees. It takes you down on the edge. It's quite a nice spot down there. But the trouble is with that down there, I've camped down there with Jack, Josh and Onion, and the trouble with this bit here, it's quite easy to get to. As you can imagine, it's not very far from the car park, so you get a mixture of campers down here. I've seen some videos coming in that outdoor say, I've seen him camp down here once when he come after work, so it was a short notice camp, come out, nice spot, beautiful spot, but it leaves no trace, leaves no hassle, nobody knows you've been there, so they can't twist. But I've also seen when we came not far down into them trees, there was a tent still erected. We thought there was somebody in it, but we come back the next day, it hadn't been touched. So one of the lads looked inside and it was just full of junk, absolute junk. So people like that have got no business coming up here. Why would you come to a beautiful spot just to ruin it? Right, let's rant over. But look at this, the view's starting to open out now. Looking down there, absolutely stunning. Right, this path here now is possibly one of our ways back down. As you go over here, you've got Swine, Heron and Eagle Crag, then Rough Crag takes you up onto the top. I walked down here a good few years ago now, before I even started walking the Wainwrights. I've always been into birds of prey, and this part here, round by Eagle Crag I think it was the last known spot where there was a golden eagle in this country spotted. I think it was 2016, I think it was last spotted. It was a male. There used to be a male and female, but the female stopped coming back a long time before that. So in 2016 was the last time we were seen in this area, and that's known to be the last in England. Hopefully it would be nice to see them come back, to be fair. It's looking really nice up around here now. I'm not 100% sure on where our path goes, but we're going to head down this way and around and over that beck, and some point over there we're going to head up towards Kidsty. I'm thinking there might be that path there going up and up over that crag. I think that might be Kidsty Crag and up on towards Kidsty Pike, I think. I might be totally wrong there, so if I am wrong I'll put it in and correct it on the screen there now. As I've already mentioned, it's the first time I've been round this side. I've never walked over this. I've never been past the end of the rig, and I didn't realise how many of the old walls and things are still standing around here. How much of this has been left. See, this in 1929 this was all flooded to make the reservoir by United Utilities to basically supply Manchester with water. So it was like two little villages. Mardale was one of them, I can't remember the name of the other one. But we're just coming down here, and we've got Riggindale Beck coming down, and then we've got Bowderthwaite Bridge somewhere, so I have to see if I can find out where that bridge is, get across the bridge. Anybody that fancies coming to do this, be able to follow my GPX file that I'll add into the description as always, and see how we get on. So we'll just come towards this little bridge here, well, little gate, sorry, and see where we go from there. Alright, there you go. There's the bridge, just there. I'm just looking up here now. How nice does that look? You can see all the crags there. There's Rough Crag at the end going up on towards High Street. It's a shame I didn't come a bit earlier, because I was a bit higher up. It would have been really nice for the light this morning. I noticed as I was coming down beside the water there, the light was looking really nice on the fell walls and things. Looking at that path over there though, I'm so pleased that's not our route. There's this little stretch there where you can see the green path. That looks like an absolute bog fest. So I think that's the path we're going to take, just through there, just below the trees there and round, then up. Well, yet again, I was wrong. I thought we were going to cross here and go around that way. Check the map again, it's not. See this little path to see going up to where the two birdies are. Work our way up to there. But I was going to stop here and get some photos, because this bridge, this few little waterfalls and things here looks absolutely amazing. Beautiful. See, I've got no other plans for today, so I'm just going to try and just take it steady and enjoy this walk and make the most of these little bits like this. Right, made it part the way up, stop for a breather. It's good having a camera, gives you an excuse to every now and again stop, get your breath back and turn taking the views, maybe get some photos. There's a bit of a discrepancy now with the US maps and the actual route. On the US app, it's got us going in a straight line, straight up onto Kidsty How. I don't know if you can make it out. Maggie, come here. The pathway goes over there, works its way up, round and up. I can't see any other, it looks like there's a bit of a trot there, but it's going the wrong way. So I can't see any path that's like the one that's signposted on the US maps. But on the app, the actual path on the map app, so to say, that I should be on, is literally just beside where I'm at, but I can't see it. So I'm going to head away a bit further up and I'll fetch you back. Maybe I'm going to get to the top of this first one here, see what the views are like from there. Right, finally made it up that bit. That's the path I came up. See, it zigzags up a little bit. That's where we're going next, up over there. I think that one there is kidsty hound. And once we get on the top of that, we'll be able to see kidsty pike. Looks like the weather's moving in a little bit over here, which I'm not too keen on. This will be the third time I'll have been on kidsty pike, and I was hoping to get some views from the top of it this time. The last twice I was up there, it was just in Clark, I got no views. But that bit there, oh, that's kicked by the backside, that has. So I'm going to stand there and get a couple of pictures, and I'm going to head away. I'm not too sure which path there's two, it splits there. I'll follow them paths, and I'll fetch you back when I go on the top of that bit. So when I get up there, it might not look as dark as this might blow past us, hopefully. Well, I've stopped yet again for another breather. I just come up there, bit of a scramble to the other side of there. But I'm just looking here, I'm not quite up on the kidsty howe yet. And there's a couple of nice spots. Beautiful for wild camping, but I wouldn't come up this time of year with a winter kit. It would have to be summer months with like a lighter backpack on, because the camera doesn't do it justice, but you can't really see how steep that is. I'm not the fittest of people, don't get me wrong, but I'm not unfit either, and that's really got my heart rate up. As you can see behind us here, that last bit up through them crags there, like this. So I don't mind that, I'd rather walk up that than the flat grass. The flat grass really does me calves in. So I just thought I'd have a look here. See, keep a note of that spot for the summer months, might be ideal. Right, I'll get a bit further up, and if the views open up a bit more on top of kidsty howe, I'll bring you back and show you what they're like. On a nicer day, I think it'd be really good up here, to be fair. This is really nice. Right, made it to kidsty howe, that's just behind us there. Back down over haweswater there. Haweswater, even haweswater. Miles away from haweswater. Looks really nice. So this is the path we're going to go up now. I can see it, I don't know if you'll make it out in this camera. That's kidsty pike. So I'll get halfway up there and hopefully get the views over this side. So I'll fetch you back when I get to that point. Like you see, hopefully it looks like this might be clearing a little bit. So hopefully by the time I get up to the top of here, it will be. I really hope it does. I've got my fingers crossed, because I've heard good things about the views from up here. But unfortunately, like you say, I've never experienced them. I've only been up here twice in the past, and like you say, I've been in Clog both times. Well, in the right conditions, that looks really nice over there. See Eagle Crag and Rough Crag and what are we going up on the high street. You know, I don't know whether I'm going to come back down that way, just so I can see I've walked it. How nice does that look down there? Most of this path up to this point has been like gravel as well. Get a bit of rays on there, some sunlight on there would look lovely. Yeah, most of this has been like this from kidsty house, whatever. Looks like we're going on the mud now. I don't think we're that far from the top now. I just keep stopping and taking in the views. Looks really nice. They're not bad hills over there either. There's two in right there, Southside and I can't remember the name of the other one, I'll put it on the screen now. But between there and a couple out the back of there, absolute mud fest over there, it's terrible. But you can see the pass going through the middle of that one. Pass goes up over there down the other side. Nice area this. I don't visit this much from this side anyway, because I find these roads getting down to the haweswater head, it's a bit of a nightmare. It gets really busy, especially in the summer months. Most of the time when I've done these hills around here, I've been either down at Hardtop, or I've done Shipman's Knot and all the rest of them from the other side and walked up. Right, getting views of our first target. There you go, kidsty pike. That was me aim for today. Walk this route up to Kidsty Pike, but then, like I say, I'm going to walk round there up onto High Street, and then from High Street I'll make a decision of whether I want to come down Rough Crag, or whether I want to carry on over the other side and come down somewhere where the pass is, where the mountain bike trails are, where people ride the mountain bike. There's no trails as such. So hopefully I'll fetch you back to the top of here and see what it's like from the top of here. So the stairs like this, you should get some half decent views. And I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled as well. High Rares over there, and every time I've been in this area and I've come up from the other side, I think it's only once I've never seen any red deer. Every other time I've been up, I've seen loads in this area. So I'm trying to keep my eye open for them. Maggie keeps popping her head up as if she can get a smell of something. So I don't know whether they're about and just pass through or something. Right, finally made it to the top of Kidsty Pike. See the views around us now. Up back down towards Haweswater. You see all the way up Rough Crag, Heart of Fell, south side mark over there. It's really nice. So our route now is to follow this path round. But when they've got rampsgill just over there, so I'll go and tap that while I'm there. I'm going to walk along there, get to the level of the wall and follow the wall up at the top of High Street. And the views down here, quite a sharp drop off. Maggie, get back now. Look down there, it's a long way down. I don't think it was falling off. But this one, I've found it a bit harder than I expected to be honest. But I'm pleased I've done it, because what I'm trying to do now, I've started doing a few different walks to be fair. I've started doing the outer fells as well. But I'm trying to do different routes up different hills, ones I've never done. Because like you see, when I did this last time, I came from Hardtop and I came up over rampsgill, up onto here, up onto Rares, and down over the pikes and things. Like you say, so just experiencing different routes up different hills gives other options, doesn't it? But that one there, it'll probably be better in the summer months without so much kit on, because I've got all my waterproof gear and all that sort of stuff in my bag, so my bag's not the lightest. So I might put the drone up here actually, see if I can get some decent pictures off the drone, and then I'll head away over to Rampsgill Head. Right, the drone's in the air there now. Views over there is looking really nice. The drone does give decent footage to be fair. Looking over towards High Street there. Take it around. See blue water coming into view there now. Looks like there's a nice tarn there on Rough Crag. See all the Rough Crag there now. Going down towards Eagle and Heron Crag. Then down the bottom end there. We'll see. Oh, coming right in towards Kidsty Pike. Can't quite see the drone yet, but it's on its way. I can see me there now. See Rares just over to the right hand side. Turn it to the left. the rampsgill head and round towards High Street. Well, just had the drone up there, so hopefully you'll be able to see a bit of footage from that. So now, like I say, it's going to head this way. We're going to go up onto Ramsgill Head, and from Ramsgill Head, we're going to head round over onto High Street. Looks like the clouds are coming in there, so I'll see what the situation is on High Street, to which way I go down. Right, made on the second one of the day, Ramsgill Head. Maggie, come here. So you've got rays there, haweswater all the way over there. So now we're going to head along here, down and up onto that one. That one there is High Street, like I've already said. The cloud had come in and it's cleared again. I've only walked from there to here, but there's still a lot of low-lying cloud coming through in the middle of it, between there and Harter, so hopefully it'll lift. But in one sense I'm still really happy because I've done what I wanted to do. I wanted to get a view from that one, and to be honest, I was quite pleased with the view. It's quite nice up there. I can understand why some people have been up here while camping. It looks pretty canny, and imagine in the summer months watching the sun go down and what have you from over this place would be really nice. One of the best views I've ever seen for somebody while camping was the bloke called Mountain Man John on YouTube. He camped up near the top of High Street. When he got up the next morning, the inversion he had was just amazing. Absolutely stunning. All the hills were just poking through the top of the cloud. Looked absolutely amazing. Right. So, I'll carry on a bit further. There is another one down here called the Knot, which is a wainwright as well, but I'm not, pardon the pun, going to do that one. Just going to head straight over onto High Street and head up there. Well, you see there's still a lot of ice about, and we are up at half decent height, to be fair. We're just below 800 metre mark. I think Ramsgill Head was something like 790 metres, so not exactly down low. I think High Street's a bit higher, but the way I'm looking at it now, to be honest, I'm quite fancying coming down Rough Crag the more and more I think about it. See, it's just somewhere I've never walked, so it's just more so for the experience, these walks nowadays. A bit mess around with the camera and just enjoy the walk out. And so we went towards High Street there. Just thought I'd turn and have a look at Kidsty. You see Kidsty Pike there, how much it sort of drops off the edge of there. Looks really nice. A nice spot that to really wild camp. But I don't know whether I'd want to fetch me kit up the way I came up today. I think I'd have to fetch it up from this side. Unless I do it in the summer months when I've got my lightweight backpack and my Durston X-Mid. Obviously it's light. I couldn't fetch the Yalak up here. Really, 200 big kilo just in tent. Winter sleeping bag and all the rest of it. 16, 17 kilos if not more worth of kit. Right, you see the pathway there now. Get out of there and just head up there. Right, just going to go that side of the wall. Follow that path up. On the top, you can see there, tin clag on the top of there now. So I don't think we're going to get many views off the top of High Street, but we'll wait and see what it turns out like. It might pass. You see where you're going, looking back down towards haweswater. Looks really nice. I don't even make it out on this camera. There's a little tarn just there on Rough Crag. Towards Rough Crag. I think Rough Crag's is top side. I keep generalising it all as Rough Crag, but it's not. I think that would be a nice place to pitch. Just there. And then like you see, you get the views down this way and There's some good views all around there, if you get the conditions and the weather, that is. Right, we made it to the top of High Street. There's the trig point there. Well, as you can see, or not see should I say, the views are pretty poor. So I'm not really going to hang around here too long because I can't see anything. There's High Street done. I presume that must be the path there to go down towards Rough Crag. So I'll have a walk over there and see what it's like. See if I can see what it's like, because if it is really bad, I've got the dog with me, so I don't want to take the dog somewhere. I want to put her in harm's way really, so I'll go and have a look. Well, I've just checked the map. I'm actually past the turning for Rough Crag, so I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to head down, go to Bield Pass, then go down to small water from Bield Pass. Just like I said, that's a bit I want to try and have a look at for the mountain biking. So it's another way I've never been, so it's still new to me. Right, for all of you in the Clag, the pathway is quite easy to follow. You know, you see the wall from here. We'll come down side the wall and just this path's on your left hand side. Just come off this. We'll head down towards Mardale, Little Bell, and then go down the pass. Right, there's a shelter at the bottom of there, and then from the shelter go down Bield Pass down to small water. Like I say, I've seen people mountain biking it, so I want to have a walk over it and see what it's like, as far as whether I'll be able to do it on my bike or not. Because it's another option for me, Scott, Corey and Beard, that you come and do. But I don't know, this maybe it's a bit too technical for us, so I want to see what's like first. Well, it's a shame that the Clags came in as it was, because blue water that we could see from over on Kidsty Pike is, we're just skirting on the top of it now. I don't know if it make out just the edge there. That is blue water crags. So basically from here, the views from there would have been really nice, looking down towards haweswater and what have you. But as you can see or not see, we haven't got the views. So anybody that wants to come and do this, if you get the right conditions, you're going to get decent views nearly all the way around this walk, I would say, to be honest. So let's keep going. Hopefully as we drop, we might drop out the bottom of the Clag, start getting a bit more views as we drop down Bield towards small water. If it doesn't change, if it stays like this, I'll not fetch you back now until we get to the shelter, so you can see the shelter further down before we turn off. But like I say, this part here was all new to me. When I did Mardale Little Bell, there was a path further over. I did it with Nathan. So that's another one I've only ever done once, to be honest, Mardale Little Bell. So if I walk past that, I might just go and tap that to see I've done it a second time. Well, by the map, this is Mardale Little Bell. So, towards the top. I think that's possibly only the second time, well, in fact I know it's only the second time I've ever been up here. But now, from here down over, it's definitely all fresh to me. So I'm going to start dropping down now. And I did notice back there, just before we started climbing up a little bit for this, the views were starting to clear. So I think by the time we get back down to the shelter here, we'll be below the Clag. So we might be able to start getting some decent views going down towards small water, which I hope we do because it's nice down there. Well, we've dropped down a fair way now. We're still in the Clag. I was hoping we'd be underneath it by now. It's got a bit brighter. Oh, it's past quite bad. Oh. Need to go for bad knees. Yeah, it's got a bit brighter, and I can see a little bit further down there. So hopefully by the time we get to the bottom and get to the actual shelter part, hopefully we'll get what we want. Be able to see where we're going in properly and make it nice for you lot to see. And obviously nice for me as well. Hopefully try and get some decent photos. So I'll drop a bit further down, see how it works out. Well, you can see down there now, that's cleared a little bit. It's down to Kentmere Reservoir there. So I think you can make it out in the camera. But in this little bit of a gully, obviously the wind's up. So I'm going to head round and get to the shelter the other side of this hill. You can see the shelter there. And like you see, the view's started clearing a bit now. So if we get around this corner here, you can see down to small water. Looks like Maggie's trying to get some shelter from the wind in there. Maggie, come here. Yeah, so that's the way we go down there now. Shelter, really nice. Don't know if you can make out the shelter just behind us there. We've already dropped down a very small way. Wind stopped straight away. So pleasant now. You see, ears have opened up because of below the clog. I was saying that. We're in the clog all the way down there. It's all lifted as soon as I get out of it. Just my luck that. But never mind. So I'm going to head down here. This is a path I've never actually walked down. You see it just works its way down, goes on the side of small water. Right, we've made it down to small water now. So we'll just follow this path round and over and down. But the path works its way down here. It's rough, it's quite bad. I know on my knees that I've done it now. I didn't do a great deal of footage down there, I didn't do any actually. But it was quite bad. So I want to go up on the top of there because it looks like there's a little bit of a tarn on there. A tarn, saying that, more of a big puddle. It looks like a decent spot, possibly for wild camping. But the trouble is with this area, I know it's been butchered lately for all these undesirable wild campers coming up here because it's quite easy access to. I've seen a few posts where people have been up here and taking bagfuls of other people's rubbish down with them. Fair play to those chaps that do that. Like I say, I'm just going to head round there and have a look at that, see if I can see a little spot there. I've seen on other people's videos these little shelters. I'm not going to climb in there, I'm too tall for that, but the ideal if you got caught out in the adverse weather, get in there, give you some decent shelter. Water coming down there, the waterfalls. So you can see where we've come down from, just there. You see it's just sort of skirted its way down the hill. Like I say, it is quite rocky and steep. So, one of them shelters, a little bit bigger that one. Another one just here. The ideal, like I say, if you get caught out in the weather, just to get a bit of shelter, a bit of respite from it. It's a nice place this. I'm sure I've seen people fishing it as well. I don't know if there's any fish in it, but some people like to have a fish wherever they can. I know my mate Steve, he would. Yeah, there's the tarn I was thinking of. And just between the tarn and that crag, looks like a nice bit of a patch there. Right, we'll go back to the path and head my way down. Right, just crossed a little bit of a beck there. One last look at small water, then head back down there. It's a good place to come and play with the camera here. As you can see, there's a lot of water, a lot of waterfalls. It carries on down as well. So if you get into the right position, you'll probably get some decent pictures. Someone like Keith would have a whale of a time here, to be fair. You see where the car's parked just there. So we're not that far from the car now. Well, we've done most of the descent now. Just get to where this deer gate is. And just a clear shot straight back to the car then. See that one over there? See all the water coming down there? Some of these waterfalls on this path coming down here look really nice. But I haven't got my filters or anything with me. I forgot to put them in my bag this morning, so got my big tripod, forgot the filters, so I couldn't get any decent photos. I like a bit of the long exposure to make it smooth the water out a little bit, and see, I couldn't do that, so I didn't bother. So this path here is looking a bit rough again. Right, just reaching the gate now. The deer gate. Get through here, and I haven't got much further left to go, to be fair. Get through there, Max. You see it. Just follow this path down, straight back down the car. I'm stood here looking across. I don't know if I can make it out in this camera, but how nice is this one here? Look, but that one over there, that beck, looks amazing, that. You can tell there must have been a lot of rain over the last few days in the lakes, because we've got them two becks over there that's looking really nice. And I don't know if you can make out those ones over there. Those two as well look really nice. When I say two, it's the same ones, just obviously you can see it in different sections. So perfect to come and play with your camera if you want to get some long exposures of waterfalls, because them ones over there are looking tremendous, and that one over there equally as good. Right, so now if you can make out that on the side of the hill there now where the pass is. Nice nice beck coming down there, which looks really nice from a distance. Right, not far from the car now, and you can actually see the way we went. I don't know if you can make out the wall there, and the wall going along there. That's the path we headed out on. So we went round over the top of there, we didn't go around the front of the rig. And on the back of there, we cut across and went up onto, was it Kidsty How? And then up onto Kidsty Pike. So the route now, I've done just under 8 miles, so it's not the longest of routes. It's not been the easiest either. It has been quite steep in parts and quite taxing, so I wouldn't say it's a beginner's route. I have sort of enjoyed it still, but it has sort of pushed me a little bit. Coming back down here was really rough on some of them rocks. It's sort of not the best of paths, but it is what it is. That's what you come to lakes for. So any photos I've got or taken, whether I've taken on my phone or whether I've taken on the camera, I'm going to put on the end of the video. And I'll say, like I said last time, if anybody sees this and has a look at the photos and professional photographers, and by all means feel free to drop a comment and give me some friendly criticism and tips on what I can do to improve my photography. I'm always welcome. I'm always happy for advice, should I say. Any help I can get, I'll happily take. Maggie, come here. Oh, 3 people in red coats. I wonder whether that's the mountain rescue. Hopefully they're not being called out for some reason. Right, so I'll leave you with a view of that, and I'll say bye for now.